by Coach Katrina Dowd and Shannon Williams. Coach, your thoughts on the game?
That's a really good USC team, really well coached, having a great year. We knew we had to play a great game to be able to come out with the result we wanted, and I just think we made it a little too easy with our own errors. I credit them, but there's too many turnovers. In our clearing and on offense to be able to get runs going. We would put a little run together, and we can never extend it to really make a push for the game. And it's the first time this coaching staff has seen them, and they're a good team. So credit to them to come out to Eugene in a hard fought win. And we saw some things we got to work on moving forward.
What challenges did Michaela Michael pose for you guys?
She's a great player, and she just on the draw and through transition. I thought she had a lot of transition goals. I thought we contained her early. We did pretty well in the draw early, contained her on offense, and then as great players do, they keep knocking till the door opens, and they sure did. And she buried her shots and kept her team on the draw circle. So she's a handful, and she's a great player, and yeah.
So you learned some things you have to work on. What are some of those things you need to improve on moving forward?
We got to work on our clear. Just simple things, not clearing backside, and being there for each other and playing with poise. Got to compete the whole game, and we just go in and out of it. You got to compete the whole game, and don't get too high, don't get too low. Just keep competing and fighting, and making simple plays. And we'll get out there as a team. We'll compete against each other. I'll practice. We got a good Stanford team coming up, so we got to make practice as competitive as we can to prepare us for these games.
Sean or Bob?
Coach, I think 4 of your 6 losses are to like top 15 teams. Is that where the program is right now? You're just not quite at that elite level with those teams, or where do you see yourself?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. You got to beat elite teams to be in that category. But I don't really love a soft schedule. I think you get better by being challenged, whether that's at practice. I ask them to challenge each other. So we've embraced that challenge. And the MPSF has 2 teams in the top 10. With USC in Colorado and Stanford, a traditional power. So your non-conference, we got to play some elite teams to be able to prepare ourselves. And again, we'll be, you got to play against them. You got to learn. So I tell the kids, you got to learn. You got to look back on the film and really make a change in your game, and you got to pick it apart to be able to step out on the field and know you've gotten better.
Where do you need to go to get to that? I mean, is it the first year of a program? Does it just take a year or 2 to get what you want done across to your players? Do you need, another Michaela Michael or something? Or, I mean, what gets you to that?
The recipe for success? I can't tell you that. Yeah, I mean, talent and great players are always fun to coach, but we're inexperienced in the sense that we're a brand new coaching staff. We're developing relationships with our players and teaching them all new things, and that doesn't happen overnight.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, USC didn't, year 1, put an undefeated team out there and a team that are winning by 10. So that all comes as you get better relationships, and the kids are learning all the little nuances of stick work and shooting and all those little things that start to add up. That the mistakes turn into great plays. These kids fight hard. They come to practice every day to fight. They take every time they step on the field, they believe in themselves and their team. And that's a great place to be. That's a great team to coach. And they'll keep improving. But I'll take this locker room. I love these guys.
How do you deal with the speed and transition in a team like USC?
Yeah, they credit to them. They had if you watch, they had a zone. So in a zone, you're not really, you're in the same spot. So they would time it up and they would shoot 20 out and sometimes 32 if you watch, who are two of their defenders. So you're not, if you can slide late if you let them, but we had number 4, if you saw her, picked it off finally. We've been talking about it. But you got to ride hard. You got to get the attack to slow the ball down. You know, got to get your middies down and set. They were running an attack mid-D-mid, so that, and so were we. So that was a game where we kind of matched up in that sense. But you got to limit your turnovers. You got to put your shots on net and away, and that way you can set up a ride a lot easier than when it's unexpected turnovers. It's tough to slow down the ball.
It was physical early on, a lot of fouls from USC to start the game off. Were you expecting anything like that?
I mean, in a zone, you're so packed in, so you're making contact right away. So some of that, I think they just play hard. And I can't say we're really expecting it. I think it's just, that's the way the game went. That's the way it was called.
Shannon, how do you compare this year to last year, say?
Intensity-wise, it's definitely stepped up. I mean, each practice I come out feeling like a better player. I mean, I'm constantly learning, constantly challenged, which is really nice. I think as a team, we definitely embrace this change, and I mean, clearly we still have a lot of room to grow and get better each day. But it's exciting. It's fun. I love it.
What do you see when you play an SC? I mean, do you notice an SC or Colorado, those top 10 teams? Is there a real difference between them and, say, a team that's not ranked, and what you have to do and what you see in them?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're a solid team. They're good players. They come out hard. I think that we prepare well. Like, we've prepared for each of these big games, and so we're going in, we're knowing what we're coming up against. The last few big games that we've had, we've come out strong and kind of held them for a while, and then just we don't have it there at the end. But there's definitely a difference. I mean, we respect them. We walk on the field like we respect the opponent. We know that they're going to bring their game, so we have to come out bringing ours. But otherwise, like, each game, I think I come out and try to come out with the same energy, same intensity, and then you just play against your competition.
It looked early in the second half there, maybe they were going to get away from you, and then you kind of counter-punched a little bit. Did you feel, I guess for both of you, feel a little better about what you were doing then, or that you didn't just let it get away from you when maybe they had the chance earlier?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we had them at a point when it was 7-3. We had, again, a couple of momentum. Love when you get a stop on D. You just, you know, it gives you energy, and I think it gets the attack's attention. And, hey, let's take care of this one and put it away. And we got it to 7-3, and that was a point to me where we really had to end that on a run. And they put up 2 quick ones. We had that dangerous shot on Jill. They put up 2 to end the half to go, was it 9-3? And that's a point, right? That's a great team. That's what, you know, hopefully now we know we've been there. You get 7-3, you really got to focus in. There's 3 minutes left. You got to focus in. You got to be the team to push it to running in the locker room 7-5 as an unranked team. You go in 7-5, we're coming out of that locker room pretty fired up. I just try to teach them that and let them know, not put pressure on them, but that being that team able to, you capture the run. That was the one that really hurt, I think, going in the locker room there. But like I said, this team fights. I have no concerns about heart and soul with this team, and they put it out there. They haven't, they never quit. They have lulls in the game, but they don't quit, and you saw that. But we did have a chance in that second half. We made it again. We got it closer to that 12-5, and it was 10-5, and then bang, 12-5. You know, as a coach, it's got to go 10-7, not 12-5. But they'll learn that, and they know they'll compete and they'll look at it. But those are the, you know, as they get more experience coaching and hearing me say this, it'll start to turn, and those runs will change. So we'll keep practicing hard and preparing, and I love their fight. They don't give up, and that's a team you enjoy coming to coach.
Was that something you emphasized this year, or have you been surprised how much there's been that way for you?
I think I emphasize that. I love the game of lacrosse. These kids, they're student athletes, but they practice so much, and they only get 16, 17 games. And I try to remind them of that. I'm like, how many practices have we been where I'm in charge? Now it's game day. You guys are in charge. You go out. So I just try to have that philosophy that I love the game, and I think the game, it's a fast game. It's meant to play hard. It's meant to have fun and be skillful. So I think that philosophy they've taken to heart, but credit to the coaching staff before for, you know, finding these kids, and they're great kids and they're competitors, and we've been able to have a lot of fun and do a lot of things on the lacrosse field with them.
Anything else?
Three to go. Definite goals for those three, or get into the league playoffs. I mean, is that?
Yeah, we definitely want to get in. We want to win all three. I mean, that's why you take the field. That's why you compete, and it'll be a challenge, all three of them. But yeah, we definitely got to finish strong. Conference is the most important. We got to get ourselves in the tournament, and anything happens in conference tournaments. If Oregon sports teach you anything, anything can happen if you get yourself in the tournament.